All right, you've probably heard the phrase, trust your gut, more times than you can count, right? It's that little voice inside that tells you to go left instead of right or give you a bad feeling about someone you just met. But the question is, can you actually trust your gut feeling? Is it some kind of inner wisdom or just random emotions messing with your head? In this video, let's explore if you can really trust your gut. So what exactly is a gut feeling? Let's break it down. It's that instant, sometimes unexplainable sense that something is either right or wrong. You might feel it as a physical sensation like butterflies in your stomach, chills in the back of your neck, a sudden tightness in your chest, or just a sense of calm that washes over you. This feeling often kicks in before your conscious mind has had a chance to catch up. It's like your body knows something before your brain does. And where does this feeling come from? Well, the answer is, it's kind of a mix of things. Your gut feeling is actually tied to your brain's subconscious processing. Your brain is constantly picking up on tiny details that you might not be fully aware of, like a person's tone of voice, body language, or even the environment around you. It processes all this information in the background and then sends you a signal, which we interpret as a gut feeling. So, should you trust it? That depends. There are definitely times when trusting your gut can lead to great decisions. For example, if you're in a situation where you need to make a quick decision, like if you're driving and a car suddenly swerves in front of you, your gut reaction might be to hit the brakes or swerve out of the way. In cases like this, your gut is relying on past experiences and instinct to help make the right call. There's actually some science to back this up. Researchers have found that gut feelings are often rooted in real, unconscious knowledge. For instance, a study published in Psychological Science found that people who were more in tune with their gut feelings were better at making quick, accurate decisions under pressure. This is because their brains were able to process and use information more efficiently, even if they weren't fully aware of it. But hold on, before you go trusting every gut feeling you have, there is a flip side I want you to be aware of. Our gut isn't always right, especially when emotions are running high. You know how sometimes you get that nervous feeling before giving a presentation or going on a first date? That's not necessarily a sign that something's wrong. It could just be your brain responding to stress or fear rather than giving you a clear-headed warning. And then there's the issue of bias. Our gut feelings can sometimes be influenced by personal biases. Things like past experiences, prejudices, or even what we've been exposed to in the media. For example, if you've had a bad experience with a certain type of person or situation in the past, your gut might tell you to avoid them in the future, even if there's no real danger there. This can lead to snap judgments that aren't necessarily fair or accurate. So how do you know when to trust your gut and when to think things through a little bit more? Let me give you a few tips. First, check your emotions. If you're feeling super emotional, whether it's fear, excitement, anger, or stress, you have to take a step back. Emotions can cloud your judgment and make your gut feelings less reliable. So, calming down before making a decision is the best way to go. Second, consider the context. Think about what's going on around you. Is this a situation where you've got some experience, or is it something completely new? If you're in familiar territory, your gut might be more trustworthy. But if it's a brand new situation, it might be better to get some more information before jumping into action. Third, reflect on past experiences. Have you ever been in a similar situation before? How did that turn out? Your past experiences can help you figure out if your gut feeling is based on something real or just a reaction to the unknown. Number 4, get a second opinion. Sometimes it just helps to talk things over with someone you trust. They might be able to offer a different perspective that either confirms or challenges your gut feeling. Plus, just talking it out can help you think more clearly. And lastly, trust your gut, but verify. It's okay to listen to your gut, but it's also important to back it up with logic and evidence whenever possible. If your gut is telling you something, try to find some concrete reasons why that might be. Let me give you another example to make this a bit clearer. Let's say you're shopping for a used car. You find one that looks great and the price is just perfect, but something about the seller just doesn't sit right with you. Your gut is telling you to walk away. Should you listen? Well, in this case, your gut might be picking up on subtle cues. Maybe the seller seems a little too eager, or they're avoiding direct answers to your questions. It could be worth trusting your gut here and doing some more research before you commit. On the other hand, let's say you're offered a big promotion at work, but you're feeling really anxious about taking it. Your gut might be telling you to turn it down, but is that because there's something wrong with the job? Or is it just fear of stepping out of your comfort zone? In this case, it might be worth taking some time to weigh the pros and cons, talk to a mentor, and make a more informed decision. So, can you trust your gut feeling? The short answer is sometimes. Gut feelings can be a powerful tool, especially when they're based on experience and subconscious knowledge, but they're not infallible. Emotions, biases, and context of the situation all play a huge role in how reliable your gut feeling actually is. The trick is to learn when to trust it and when to take a step back and think things through. At the end of the day, your gut is just one piece of the puzzle. It's a tool that can guide you, but it's not the whole story. By combining your gut instincts with logic, reflection, and advice from others, you can make better decisions and navigate life's challenges a little bit more effectively. So next time you get that gut feeling, take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask if it's coming from a place of wisdom or if it's being driven by fear or bias. If it feels right, go with it. If not, don't be afraid to dig a little deeper. After all, trusting your gut doesn't mean ignoring your brain. It's about finding a balance that works for you. Make sure to click the like button before you go and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, don't forget to spread loving kindness to all beings around you and be the change you want to see in the world. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.